Microphone. Microphone. Thanks, Maddie. I don't even know how that mute got. You can hear me now, right? I don't know how that mic got muted, but it got muted. Awesome. How you doing, Maddie? Maddie Ice in the house. Sheboygan? What's that? What kind of last name? What's up, brother? What kind of last name is that? Where are you from? I think there's a town in the United States called Sheboygan. It's not spelled like that, though. All right, we're going to talk about NFTs, euphoria, the bubble, the craziness. We can talk about whatever else you want, cryptocurrency. Talk about that HarmonyOne. HarmonyOne kind of letting us down. Cardano kind of letting us down. What's going on with Bitcoin? Everyone's talking about, oh, sell your altcoins and buy Bitcoin. I don't know, bad advice in my opinion. I'm a hodler, right? I'm one of those hodlers. I don't do a lot of trading. The altcoins, the Bitcoin's going to do its thing. The Bitcoin dominance is going to go up a bit. We can take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. The chart we looked at yesterday, the total market cap. Things are just kind of playing out on that too. Is it a shell game? Just moving money around. I mean, we're at like a $2.4 trillion market cap. Euphoria is everywhere. People are pretty immune to euphoria and NFTs, I'll tell you that. So let's pop on over to the desktop. Let's talk about NFTs first. It's Corellian surname. We're like cousin. Oh, nice, cool. Oh, you know what I'm not doing? Right. Yeah, man, with this Puma season comes allergy season. I tell you what, pollen's in the air. Start getting a runny nose because of allergies. You're like, uh-oh, hopefully I don't have the Rona, the tenderoni. What do I got up on this? Oh, this is the Win CNFT. All right. So, a recent NFT I got in and I'm really excited about is this Mutant Cat. They got a lot going on. I got into this at 0.77. The floor price has gone up quite a bit. I think it had seen a high yesterday of 1.9. Now, it's pretty easy to throw around great communities and etc. I will say, Arab in the house. How you doing, brother? How you doing? It's going good. A little cold. Just mentioning earlier, I got about 2 weeks of fall. And it looks like we're going straight to winter. That seems to be the thing where I live. You get about 2 weeks of spring, and then you go to 115 degrees, and then you have 4 to 5 months of hellish hot. Then you get a couple weeks of nice fall, and then it goes right in. I mean, come on, dude. Come on, guys. Where I live, winter, harsh winters, it gets down to like 30 degrees. So I grew up in the Midwest. I've been in negative 50-degree weather. But I've gotten a little, I don't know what a PC term that I can use without being offensive, but I've become a sissy. I guess sissy's pretty non-offensive. Now that I live out here on the West Coast and 30 degrees is cold to me now. Yeah, so I got into this Mutant Cats and they're doing a really interesting thing where you can stake your Mutant Cat and earn the fish token. I'm not sure the tokenomics and the mechanics of the Cyberkongs. Man, the Puma getting a little toasty on my head. All right, so see, I do it because I'm hot or cold, not to try and look cool. Come on, there's a little bit of trying to look cool, right? Anyway, you can stake your cat token, and what's really interesting, let me see if I can find the tab. It's kind of a cool experiment. Well, I don't know that it is a bit of an experiment, so it's going to be kind of curious to see how this plays out. Oh, how's Astroglide doing? 34 cents, down about 8 cents since we talked. Is it when is it going to be time to scoop this one up? I wonder. All right, let me find. I think it's Mutant. Oh, it'll have the website right here. All right, so I have one staked mutant cat, and what's crazy, 77.4% of the supply is staked. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the price fluctuates based on this. The fish tokens, and there's a DAO involved, and I don't know, it's the community's obviously going crazy. I mean, people are excited as hell when they're in something that's going up and it looks like it could go to like, they're calling out 5, 10 Ethereum. And I'm just like, that'd be great. But the reason this is going up is because of this system. You can stake it, and it's based upon the fact that the treasury owns like, oh, a little burpy burp. The treasury is based on the fact that they own like 11 cool cats. And cool cats is this other like hot collection that has been graced by the NFT cartel gods. And these things have shot up to like, I don't know, 10 Ethereum floor. They're pretty cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty cool. But this whole, like, dude, there is such a euphoria going on in NFTs. And I'm not saying, like, I don't know how long it's gonna run, how high it could get. But euphoria exists in every market. In all markets, you're gonna get humbled. And to make, and we'll continue to discuss it, but so like I'm seeing things in the Discord chat, like obviously everyone in NFT lands, like it's either WGMI or WAGMI, and if you have any questions or doubts, you're an NGMI, meaning we gonna make it, we all gonna make it, you're not gonna make it, things like that. The euphoria is running high. Now I'm not saying there will be a crash, but there's a high likelihood that there will be. Being fueled by the fact that there is such a high amount of euphoria. So I don't know that it's a blow off top euphoria, but greed is running at all-time highs in NFTs. It continues to go up and up. There is a cornucopia. I'm trying to think. I need a thesaurus. Just so much garbage being dumped on the NFT market. I mentioned this a couple times. Like, if I really wanted to, I could probably take a 1 or 2 week vacation and put together a 10K drop, right? I'm not saying I'm an expert at it, but I've seen all the different tactics, the way to build up Discord, the way to build up your Twitter following. So it's a bit of this, it's a bit of this cash grab and a balancing act of trying to quickly get it out before. There's a reason there's so many NFT collections coming out. And that is they're trying to get the cash grab before it all collapses. This is just my opinion, right? And no one knows. No one knows. But I know. So I'm seeing things like the euphoria and the green, and all I'm saying is protect yourself. And I'm going to talk about what I've kind of done to protect myself. There are gains to be made. You can much higher reward right now, but much higher risk. There's definitely ways to do this if you have the time, which I don't, to get into it a lot less risk free. You gotta grind out the discords and get on wait lists and really determine what the good projects are and being good at picking the good. You can get into crappy projects, get in on the mint, and maybe dump on a few faces. Immutable X, everyone's talking about Immutable X and how it's going to be amazing. I can give you some alternative theories, and basically what I'm saying is we don't know. Immutable X just might turn into this swap meet of NFTs. The amount of garbage coming out on Immutable X is out of freaking control. I'm in like 10 discords and none of them have any artwork. They're just building up the discords and just trying to build up the FOMO. I would say, I think the IMX punks is kind of interesting, but it's just a ripoff of crypto, crypto punks or whatever on Ethereum. But they have a crazy following. Let me see if I can find that folder. That's the thing. Who has time? Who has time to keep up? Look at all these freaking discords, man. Like I can't. barely remember what's what. Where did my chat go? Did it close out? Oh, it's because my Discord is on a different screen. Hold on. All right, let me get it over here. All right. So here, and there's so many more coming out. I was in Crypto Crows. I actually sold out. I was kind of, and I could be wrong on this one. I could be way wrong. Crypto Crows was basically the first TFP NFT on Immutable X. Immutable X is amazing. Immutable X is amazing. That doesn't guarantee that Crypto Crows, just because it's the first one's going to be a blue chip, right? That's somewhat determined by whales. Do the whales care? Are the whales going to come? Like if I'm a whale with tons, like hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of Ethereum, what do I care about Immutable X? Unless there's like a great project or all my other whale buddies think, you know, it's time to go over there and manipulate it. Yeah, Crypto Savvy. Are you talking about hang around the Savvy's Discord chat? They can't. Oh yeah, I need to get into that. It was funny. I was watching again a lot of times in the afternoon. I'll watch Jordan Cameron. I don't know if any of you else watch him. He's pretty funny. Good technical analysis. I don't really pay attention to the chat, but you can tell because he'll start laughing and people will start talking about Crypto Savvy. Because I just watch it on my TV. I don't care about the chat. I'm just chilling, doing what, you know, going through Discord. It's good background noise and it's pretty funny at times. They'll pile on Crypto Savvy. And so Crypto Savvy hates Jordan Cameron, and Jordan was talking about how he got in Crypto Savvy's Discord, and he was like, all he said, and he was trying to be in the spirit of the Discord chat, and he was actually somewhat, what he was saying was true, because at the time what he said he actually believed in, and all he typed out, it was something like, yeah, hey guys, Bitcoin is looking kind of bearish right now, immediate ban. So it's pretty funny. I did check yesterday. He has not put a new video out. I'm sure nothing's changed, guys. I'm sure he's still bearish. It's good. Keep you honest, right? You always want to hear both sides of the coin. And that's a part of my point when it comes to these NFTs. It's just like one dude in this, and again, it is a good community. I do enjoy but everyone's in a good mood when your thing's pumping. It can get toxic quick if it turns around. But like I said, 77% of these are staked right now. They're adding a liquidity pool tonight, and everyone's asking all these questions about, oh, how do I do that? They don't even know what a liquidity pool is, and they're ready to ape into it. And they have no understanding that, I mean, you're earning 10 fish a day, and I think the fish is around $12 a token. But dude, it's like day 24 hours in. You know that thing's gonna fluctuate like crazy. There's no liquidity. There's no real liquidity in the pool. The slippage is going to probably be off the charts. And then the gas fees, man. Just the gas fees alone. Do you really want to? Like, it's not even feasible. It probably costs you close to 100. It'll cost you more to take your 10 fish tokens out daily and then provide it back into the. It'll probably cost you like $200 plus just to take your token. So it would be something that you're either going to be a whale and buy a bunch of fish tokens and then provide that liquidity. There might be some opportunity there. It's too much risk for me. I'm not doing it. For now, I'm just accumulating my fish tokens. Just like I accumulate my Wicked tokens on Wicked Apes. I'm not... if either one of these like go to the moon, great. I'm not worried about it one way or the other. If they go to zero, I've gotten myself to a point now where I'm protected. I'm a little exposed in Cardano NFTs. We could take a look at that because Cardano is my biggest love. So I've been over there buying. I haven't sold a damn thing. I have some good projects. I have some bad projects. I completely missed the boat so far on Space Buds. I was eyeing the Space Buds for 2,500 and then 3,000. It was at 3,000 and I considered buying it. And I'm like, oh, let's see if it dips again. Now it's at 4,000. I'm not FOMOing in now. It either comes back or it doesn't. Don't FOMO in when it's pumping, right? And that's why I was considering buying another Mutant Cat. Because I really am bullish on the project. But again, I'm just trying to protect myself from being crazy. So like in the chat, one dude, and this is the Euphoria, in the chat, one dude's like, I put my life savings into NFTs and I have $90,000 in NFTs and blah, blah. And then he's like, LOL, capital LOL. I'm just like, bro, what's your plan when the market crashes? And then no one really responded, but a lot of people did the facepalm emoji. I'm just like, dude, the Euphoria here is crazy. Do you realize? And then, you know, this guy's not going to make it. He's not going to. I'm like, bro, I already made it. What are you talking about? I'm trying to not going to make it, right? The not going to make it, it's not 100%, but it's a high percent that most of the NFT people are not going to make it at the end of the day, especially the ones that do the same thing that I say about all the time in cryptocurrency. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. I just could assume this was probably some young kid. That's amazing. If so, that you've built up $90,000 in NFTs. And he followed up with, I'm buying more. I'm like, dude. Not financial advice, but maybe take some profits, maybe protect yourself. And that's what I've done personally. At the end of the day, I mean, you guys have seen my portfolio. I put somewhere between 2 and 3 Ethereum into NFTs because it is a lot of fun. It's also a lot of work. It could be exhausting. The game is constantly changing, constantly evolving. All the real opportunity is in Ethereum. There is opportunity in Solana, which I've avoided, and Cardano. But the real opportunities in Ethereum. Most of them, though, all of these markets, I would say Solana, Cardano, and Immutable X are heavy, flip heavy. All it is they just get on the mint and then they want to dump it on faces, and there's going to be a lot of backholders. IMO, right? IMO. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. So I was in Crypto Crows. I sold those for profit. I got into the land loots on Immutable. If you don't know what these are, they're just early NFTs on Immutable X. I think I have a tab for it right here. Space Buds has a new bid. Yeah, dude. I really want a Space Bud. It's not even that I love the artwork. I do think those will appreciate and value greatly over time. I mean, obviously, I am extremely bullish, Cardano. There is no doubt in my mind. I never give 100% certainties, but there is no doubt in my mind. Excuse me. There's no doubt in my mind that Cardano and Polkadot are going to be highly successful blue chip smart chain. No doubt in my mind. Yeah, the Space Buds got it. So I'm curious about that. So far, they just have Space Buds, right? Do they plan to add all the other NFTs to it? And it's a little young, like you can't do any filtering or anything. So it's going to be interesting to see what emerges in the NFT space over on Cardano. All right, so this is the Immutable X. Everyone's they just want clicks, right? They just want clicks. Everyone's telling you how much money you can make over on Immutable X, this and that. For all we know, this is just going to be some flip heavy NFT smart chain that is around. That I do think it will be successful. I do think it'll be around for a while. There are some trade-offs. For example, like I mentioned, it's a ZK rollup. It's not very, like there's the liquidity, if you need instant liquidity, and this may change, I don't know if I doubt it. No, I don't even think that's possible. To move your Ethereum off Immutable X could take up to 24 hours because it's a ZK rollup. They have to basically bridge it back over to Ethereum, but they do this in these rollups, and then they have to confirm all the transactions in these rollups at the time and make sure, the ledger and there's no double spins and all that stuff, and make sure everything lines up with the blockchain before you can. So I've done the process a couple times. It didn't take 24 hours. I would say it took somewhere between 6-ish, but it can, right? And as more and more gets used, it will take longer. So if you have, and for example, I had Ethereum over there, and I was wanting to buy another Mutant Cat because the Mutant Cats dipped down pretty low to like 1.2, and I'm like, screw it, I want to buy another one. But I couldn't because all my liquidity was on Immutable X, and I went to bed before it was even available, and I woke up this morning and I took it back off. Like I said, I had about 2 to 3 Ethereum that I put into NFTs. It's just like to have some fun, learn NFTs. I've learned a tremendous amount of about NFTs, and it's helped me, learn a lot more about blockchain in general. For example, I mean, I knew what a ZK rollup was before I got into Immutable X. I didn't know Immutable X was a ZK rollup until like a bit after. But because of all this, you're like, I'm the kind of guy that wants to understand everything under the hood, right? So I find Maddox, for example, I've mentioned it a few times. Amazing videos if you really want to learn about the nuts and bolts of a lot of this stuff. And he has a really good video on rollups and ZK rollups. I'm curious to see how viable these will remain to be, though, like once Ethereum 2.0 comes out, right? It's going to be really interesting. I have no idea. I can't even speculate at this point. So I do have some money over, because there's going to be some opportunity. I'm either going to lose it or I'm going to make some more money. I do have like 0.4 some Ethereum over here. The drops tend to be, actually, I just need to go to my inventory. Yeah, I have a 0.46 Ethereum over here. Because I sold out on the Crypto Crows, I made some money on the land loot. I have 1.994 Ethereum. So I have about 2.45 Ethereum to play with right now. So I'm basically back to my initial investment, somewhere around there. I might be up some, I might be down a little. I don't know the exact figures. I just know it's close enough for government work, right? So I'm protecting myself. And that does not include the Mutant Cat that I own. It's staked. One thing that, can you look at it? No? All right. So the one thing about this is when you stake it, it's no longer, this is a good thing and a bad thing, right? You can no longer go over here and like admire it and look at it and do whatever you weirdos do with your NFTs. Long story short, I'm back to basically my initial investment in Ethereum, and I still have all these NFTs, right? Some of them are garbage, like these these Kepler civil societies. Those are probably, it was a learning experience. I mean, these two are kind of cool. I love this ape, a very rare ape, but this project was garbage, so I don't get to make thousands of Ethereum on it so I hold on to them. Maybe in 5 years something happens and like the person that these are a couple things to consider, right? Maybe in 5 years, whoever created this set becomes famous for some other reason or has some other great set, and then it's retroactive. It's a retro set. It was, a set that came out the year NFTs exploded, and he already had this other. That's kind of how art can work, right? Like 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road, these things can explode for whatever reason. I don't know. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm back to my initial investment. I have these wicked apes. That scared me. My water bottle popped. I have these wicked apes that they have really cool roadmap, and that's another thing you really got to pay attention to with NFTs right now. These guys have a really cool roadmap where there's going to be hound racing, Sandlot. Whether or not they pull it off or not, I don't know. Right? I've even considered selling a couple of these. I haven't. Right? I'm just going to hold on to it for now and see what happens. Earning wicked tokens, earning passive income. I have no idea what's going to become of it. These could go to zero. These could go to the moon. Again, it doesn't matter. I got my money back. My mutant, it matters. I'd much rather it go up, right? I'm being honest. I'd much rather make money, right, than put all this effort in just to break even, That's the name of the game at the end of the day. So this is what I got. These frogs, or I mentioned this yesterday, these are moving to the ICP network. Maybe these become valuable someday. These are holds. Just going to forget about them. This Yakuza cat, I got into Yakuza cat and Mutant Cats at the same time. My philosophy at the time was, you know, I like both. They both could pop, they both could go down. It's just a bit of a diverse play. Journey Crypto was talking about these. A lot of people were talking about the Mutant Cats. I was gonna, and I made a bad choice, I guess. You know, hindsight's 2020. I was gonna buy 2 Mutant Cats at the same time, and I'm like, no, I'll buy a Yakuza cat instead, just to have a little bit of diversity. I think these are down. I paid 0.61 for this. Currently down. It's not down too much. It did get down to 0.4, so some of these are pretty cool. But again, dude, at the end of the day, like if you watch some videos about how these things get pumped out and how easy it is to create a 10,000 set, things like that, a lot of these are gonna go to zero. Is this one gonna go to zero? I have no freaking idea. No freaking idea. I don't know that a set like this can be successful unless they add some really cool utility, right? I have no idea. Or for whatever reason, the NFT gods and cartel, you know, deem this, for example, like the cool cats or the stacked toads, or right? Stacked toads, I think, blew up because they're doing the same thing Mutant Cats are doing. You could stake it, things like that. The Bears Deluxe was blowing up too. Let's see what else was going on. The Humanoids is a pretty cool stat. I just don't know if it has any longevity. This Neo Tokyo is the whole Becker thing. This thing's really starting to tank, huh? But if you grind it out, for example, you could have grinded out their whole little riddle thing, which is actually really cool. I didn't have time. I didn't get involved, but it was a masterclass in getting people to FOMO in. And I mean, it helps when the guy has like 300,000 Twitter followers that believes he's the next coming of Jesus. So this kind of had success written all over it, but you had to do a ton of work. And I actually almost got in because I was watching some dude's YouTube stream on it, and then like I just got lucky at the time. And like people did all this work, but at the end of the day, if you just pieced a few things together during all this, you could have got in, right? And I was pretty close, but I didn't. You could have immediately bought these and made tens of thousands, right? Because it was at like 10 Ethereum floor. Yeah, like 30,000. And again, a lot of this is happening on Immutable X right now. Like I said, there's a ton of projects coming out. There's not a lot of info about them, but you can work your butt off and get on whitelist. And if you get into these whitelists, because they do this thing and it's successful, right? They'll get you on a whitelist, you'll get on a pre-sale, and the numbers are coming like crazy. They're coming like crazy. So if you can get on these whitelists, you can get into, and it's almost, well, it's somewhere between not necessary and necessary just because the amount of people. Because, you know, obviously what will happen in the Ethereum drops, especially high demand ones, gas will just be insane. It'll be freaking insane, and it'll price you out, and it's too much risk. But if you got, for example, if you tried and got lucky and got into the Mechaverse drop, and I was very unlucky. It was probably like a 1 in 50 chance, but very little effort. It took me 2 minutes to sign up. And if I got in, I could have turned, you know, it was 0.2 to buy. You could buy 2. So it did take about $1,800 in capital, but it was as close to a sure thing as there ever was on this planet. You meant that bet, and it actually came out to be a lot better than I expected. I thought maybe these things would be 2 Ethereum. You were almost instantly going from 2,000 to 40,000, worst case scenario, because the floor on these was 5 to 6 Ethereum before you even know it hit you. I don't know if what the play would have been there. Do you sell one, make 20 grand, and then hold the other one long term? I don't know what the utility is of these. Right? And it's almost impossible to keep up with all this stuff. So, all right, I'm not going to continue to wax on about this. Long story short, there is money to be made in NFTs. Just be careful. Just protect yourself. Not financial advice. There's probably a lot more people getting wrecked Wait. I'm hoping to win the Yummy Universe cooking contest. What the? So I own like 4 Yummies. The Yummy floor is rising. I like the Yummies a lot. We got the spooky Yummies coming up. I don't know much about them, but I want them. I've fallen in love with my Yummies. What do we got going on? Where's my Yummy chat? Fud Farm. I think it's in my Cardano folder. Yeah, there we go. Yummy chat. I didn't even know about this cooking contest. I don't got time for these contests, so let's see what we got. Nauru giveaways. Is it under that? No, that's just... Oh, a Nauru chef. So is this it? No. Official announcement. You only need to hold one. So I think they are having a drop coming up. Spoopy season. They haven't given much info on it, have they? You only need one, and I believe you can buy multiple just with one. I'll probably buy me like 10 spoopies. I don't know. I might get a little crazy. Be curious to see how crazy that drop is. Obviously, owning a Yummy gonna give you a leg up. Yummy floor is around 230 ADA, I believe. So it's gonna cost you $500. They are pretty cool. I thought these were kind of silly in the beginning. I was just salty because I didn't get in on the drop. Like I tried, I think I remember, but it was just jammed up. I don't even remember if I got in. I was probably too lazy. Abel in the house. How you doing, brother? I don't really play NFTs as I got HarmonyOne and Terra Luna. All I've done well. Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, HarmonyOne for sure. Luna for sure. I don't know about Luna to the moon. I think Luna's already gone to the moon. I don't know how much more moon it's got into it because it's tied to UST. I really like the system. I think it's a very, very stable, somewhat volatile. If there's a liquidity crisis, it could get ugly. It's an interesting to see how all that plays out. That's, you know what? Let's get off NFTs right now. Let's talk about the market. Let's talk about what's going on because I did want to get into that. And I think what Abel's saying is a great segue. Right now, it's a little crazy. Bitcoin dominance is climbing. The altcoins are kind of faltering a bit. So there's a lot, and you know how this is. It's pretty tribal on YouTube communities. Once one person starts talking about it, they all start piling in. You get that click, you get them clicks. Everyone's talking about, oh, sell your altcoins, buy Bitcoin, right? Not me. Not me. I'm not trying to sell my altcoins because I think Bitcoin's maybe we're wrong. This could change on a dime any second. I do believe Bitcoin dominance is going to go up. Altcoins are going to go sideways, maybe go down. We're seeing a bit of that right now. We're going to talk about HarmonyOne because HarmonyOne, we had, excitement yesterday. There are other undervalued projects I'm invested in and still waiting on the pop. Zilliqa, I hear a lot of great things about Zilliqa. I'm not really interested. I wish you the best in that one. Sandbox and Engine are great plays. I love them. They are NFT and gaming plays though. So you got exposure to NFTs, brother. Yeah. Why are you so like FTT and FTX? So you don't own any Solana? They're basically the same thing at this point. I like FTT, FTX. I don't have any in it. I'm all in. You guys have seen my portfolio, and I'm not really looking to make a lot of adjustments. Pay that tax man, those short-term capital gains. I do have some dry powder, as the cool kids say. And I'm looking to invest in good, right now, mostly good micro, smaller cap Cardano projects, because I think that's going to be the next explosion. And pretty soon, and I might not even be able to time it well because of Cardano, Polkadot, and Polkadot ecosystem. There's going to be a lot of much more solid opportunity there. I am somewhat curious to see though if there is like an NFT bubble burst. It's going to take the market down with it, most likely. Cody, yeah, brother. Abel knows what's up. Abel knows what's up. Let's take a look. I want more Cody. And you know why I love Cody? Cody's the only thing I've bought recently. Where are we at? I'm at, oh, this is wrong. I have like 2,000. Oh, the price is dipping. Maybe it's time to buy some more Cody. Here's the problem, though. I do think Cody is going to be massive. A household name. 5 years. I don't know when. It's going to be a household name like PayPal. They're going to be the PayPal of freaking Cardano. All right, I got to clear my throat 1 sec. They're going to be, along with like a payment app. You can't even sign up for it in the United States, though. So I don't know what's going on there. And do your own research. Guys, I've got 0.08% of my, and 0.0, and this is a little bit skewed because I have, I don't know, maybe 5% of my portfolio in NFTs too. So I have less than 1% of my overall portfolio in Cody. I love Cody. I'm probably going to buy some more. I believe they're going to be the payment system of Cardano. The reason I love Cody so much, dude, and people are underestimating how big Cardano. I just love saying. Some people say Cardano. I'm more of a Cardano guy, but I just love saying Cardano. Cardano. Sound like I'm one of the bears. You know what I'm saying? Cody is the one. Yeah. So the GET, right? If you don't know what the GET is, it's the algorithmic stable coin on Cardano that's going to be coming out. If you're not familiar with algorithmic stable coins, it's a great system. There's some good videos to watch on Luna, Terra Luna, and UST. UST is the algorithmic stable coin on Terra Luna. The way it works is it's not backed by dollars. It's not backed by assets like UST or USDT, USDC, and all this other stable coins that are, you know, running into a lot of problems with regulation. I don't know how much this changes that whole regulation game, but if they attack these stable coins, it's going to be much harder for them to attack these algorithmic stable coins that I think is a much better system. So with UST, Terra Luna, let me think. Oh, so you know how it is. If you're in, like, people do this tether up, as Becker would say. It's time to tether up. Oh my God, I think he's gotten that wrong. I'm tethering up right now. I think he's gotten that wrong every time. But people tether up when they think the market's going to dump. And then they, you know, so they get out of, they think Bitcoin's going to go down and they want to buy altcoins. So they'll trade into Tether and then they'll start buying. So that, you know, there's like these. And if a lot of money's pouring into Tether, there's a peg and the price could, you know, I think when a lot of people are pouring into Tether USDC, it's worth a little bit less than $1. And then when everyone's going out of it and going back, you know, so that's the cost on that quite a bit. No, bro, I have over 2,000. I have like I haven't added, I don't even, where's my phone? I bought more. I just haven't added it. I'm going to buy more. Probably. Let me see what I got. Where did I buy this? Oh, it's on coin shit. All right. Let's see what I got. Yeah, I definitely need to buy some more. I have this 2-1. You're right. I still need more. 2161.825. And here's where my OCD, I'm just going to stop there. All right, that's what I have. I have 1,067. I'll accept your apology. Yeah, anything below 50 cents is a gift. I agree, dude, I agree. I think this is going to the moon. I need to buy some more. So again, the algorithmic stablecoin Terra Luna, if everyone is tethering up, it's not tether, it's if everyone's USTing up, everyone's flooding out of the market, flooding out of Terra Luna, flooding out of whatever, and, you know, building up their UST, they start minting more Luna, right? To make it more attractive for people to buy the Luna. And then as more and more people buy the Luna, they start burning it to, you know, or wait, I forget, it's something. It's no what if everyone's no, I take that back. If everyone's pouring out of the coins into UST, they want you to buy Luna. So they'll start burning Luna to make it more scarce so that people will go back into Luna. It kind of works like that, right? And then if everyone is pouring into Luna, they start minting more so that it'll be somewhat of a carrot to sell it. And that's just kind of the nuts and bolts of it. The GET will work very similar to GET. I don't know how you say it. So I'm extremely bullish Cody for that reason. I don't know if Cody's going to be the asset that backs it, though. I don't know if there's going to be another asset that backs it, or if it even works 100% the same way. All I know is I'm extremely bullish the technology of algorithmic stablecoins. I'm over the moon bullish of the Cardano, and I talk about this all the time, right? People can throw all the FUD in the world they want. I look at this from all different angles. And everything keeps taking me back to it's like hardcore gonna make it blue chip, right? Don't get me wrong. I love me some HarmonyOne, and I think it's going to be great. But is it going to become a blue chip of the future? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I hope so. It doesn't matter, right? If Cardano is going to be $1 trillion smart chain, which I think it will be, Polkadot I think is going to the moon too. I think there's plenty of room for HarmonyOne to be 30 billion, 50 billion. A small player, but it's only 2 billion right now, right? I'll take a 50x on my 300,000 and be happy as hell, right? And continue to just enjoy it. I do think HarmonyOne will be successful just because its big thing is it's a bridge between all the different ones. And there's a lot you can do over there. Nervos Network, Cardano's first cross-chain bridge to Card. Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know much about it. Maddie, Cardano's like 80. I need to do more Cardano videos. We got some Cardano. It's about time we got some Cardano. There's a lot of the Venn diagram of Cardano and HarmonyOne. It's practically a circle, practically the same circle. But I'm extremely bullish. How many times am I going to say extremely bullish? I'm looking forward to what Cardano has to offer. Just think about it. When did Cardano start doing its thing? Like 2016? There have been projects building and working on this for years. The easy route, and some others have done this too, would just be go to Ethereum and then ERC20 convert over. And I do think that's another thing to keep in consideration. I do think there's going to be some Ethereum projects that either ERC20 convert over to Cardano, or, ERC20 clone over and be on both chains, right? And then there's going to be a lot of markets where it makes sense for certain projects to be in multiple chains, right? We see that already, even with like NFTs. So Cardano has the Plutus pioneers. They invest in their own network. They invest in bringing some of the smartest people on the planet in to learn Plutus, learn Haskell, learn how to program, learn how to be experts at the underlying technology Cardano. I don't know. I don't know if Ethereum has that. They could. I don't know if they have it to any degree. I don't, because Charles gets on the mic and he talks about it all the time. I don't know where Ethereum sits on things like that. Solana, everyone's talking about Solana. I could be wrong on this too. I think, for example, with James and Invest Answers, I've never seen someone so bullish Solana. Dude, I've started to go down the rabbit hole on Solana. Who created Solana? I don't know, some dude, right? I don't know. I'm being honest. I didn't spend a lot of time, but I couldn't find out a lot of information about who created Solana, what kind of development, anything about I think it's a clone of like freaking Cosmos, which is good. I'm just kind of throwing things out there of what I kind of vaguely remember. All I'm saying is it's a little bit harder to do a lot of research on that versus Cardano. You don't have enough time in the day. There's just so much information about Cardano. Charles Hoskinson is as crazy as he is. He's a loose cannon, but he's a crazy smart genius. He was Ethereum co-founder. And then we get to Polkadot, Gavin Wood, PhD in computer science and software engineering, or something like that. Smart dude, definitely very smart dude. Created Solidity. He created the smart contract. Vitalik Buterin came up with the concept. Gavin Wood created it, right? And what he's doing over on Polkadot, extremely complex. Polkadot is going to be, not financial advice, this is just my opinion, but Polkadot and Cardano are going to be, I think personally, it's going to be Ethereum, Polkadot, and Cardano is in the top 5 blue chip status. Now, it may take another 5. I don't think it's going to take 5 years for Polkadot and Cardano to reach that status, but these are going to be the top blue chips. I'm not saying Solana's out of the running. They definitely have, it's kind of a different philosophy with Solana. The conclusion I've come to, Solana is favored by yeah, for sure. And I don't hate Solana. I just don't have a lot of reasons to love it as much as I do Cardano. Solana's taken a different approach. And I'm not saying, and it's working. Their approach is adoption first, right? Talk about how great we are. Talk about our sub-second finality and adoption. Just get people adopted to it. And don't worry about the rest later. We've already seen a bit of a disaster on that, right? They had an 11-hour outage, right? Could you imagine if that happened on Cardano? I don't know. That would be kind of, they don't make those mistakes. They take their time. They do it slow. Again, I wish Solana all the best. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are. Retro in the house. How you doing, brother? I don't think Solana has EVM. No, I don't think so, but I'm not sure on that. They seem to distance them. Yeah, they. Excuse me. So Solana. Let's do the same thing with Solana. Solana distance. Yeah, they. Well, so does Cardano. I think Charles has chilled a bit on. He still wants to crush Ethereum. Deep down, he's chilling out a little. So Solana is marketing themselves as the Ethereum killer. Charles has definitely got that veracity, that hunger. He wants to. I think deep down, he still wants to just take Ethereum out. I don't think it's possible. He was very like, I could just, you know how charged Charles gets, right? I bet there's times that guy is just the biggest raging. I love Charles, dude. And I get it. I got the same kind of passion. Trust me, I get it. There's some times I've embarrassed myself because of my passion. You know that guy has been the biggest prick in the room at times, right? And I would imagine, especially young Charles Hoskinson, when Ethereum got hacked and I don't know, 51% attack, or I forget all the details. And people lost money, and Charles was heavy. So Charles was heavy, wanting to cater to like Fortune 500 companies. He's a purist. He's like, no, if this happens, you got to let it go. This is blockchain. This happened. We got to fix it. We're not rolling it back. It is what it is. This is decentralization. This is blockchain. And then the other half was like, no, let's roll it back and, undo all the bad. So that's what caused Ethereum Classic. They rolled it back and that became Ethereum. And then the other one forked off and became Ethereum Classic. That's the one, right? So that was the start of the Great Divide with Vitalik, Charles, and so just forewarned, something bad comes to Cardano. I don't think they're rolling it back, right? I don't, anything's possible though. It is still the Wild Wild West. But yeah, so let's take a look. I do want to get some more Cody. Let's see, we could take out some of the stuff that I got rid of. It doesn't matter anymore. Did I sell my Uniswap? I'm pretty sure I did. No, I took that out. I'm gonna sell it. It's only a couple $100. Let's see what I got in there. Do I have any dry powder? No, Uniswap I have over on Gemini. I don't think Gemini has Cody. Probably have to move that out. I sold my VeChain. I'm over VeChain. I can't sell my VeThor. I sold my Graph. I'm over. I like Graph. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think there's, you know, I'm looking for like things like Cody that have 10, 5, 20, 30, 50Xs in it. HarmonyOne. Let's talk about HarmonyOne. So yesterday we talked about HarmonyOne getting above all-time highs. I'm looking to buy HarmonyOne. If it continues to dip, I'm loading the boat. I'm buying some more HarmonyOne. I do have dry powder over on Binance where I do my HarmonyOne, a couple thousand, right? Because I sold my VeChain, right? I was going to use that for AstroSwap, and I still might, right? So far I've missed the boat on that, but I've been patient. So AstroSwap is like, I don't understand. They are marketing themselves as the first go-to-market, I guess, decentralized exchange on Cardano. But you buy the tokens on Binance. Excuse me. You buy the tokens on Binance, and you can't actually use it. So I don't know. I may get into this. I am waiting for a crash. So if this comes back down to like 20 or 15 cents, I might put some money in there as a flyer. Again, like a couple $100, $500, $1,000 max, maybe. And you saw, right? I could put $1,000 in there, and it would be like 0.1% of my over. These are much higher risk plays, but there could be some reward. You know, a little bit of fun helps you get through the day. Man, I'm really cleaning this up. I'm really liking this. I don't have Aave. We could take that off the board. Trying to be, you know, so this is what happens, whether it's NFTs or crypto. You get into this stuff, you really don't understand it. I was the same way. You learn about it. I'm taking VeThor off the board. It's not worth looking at my little, well, you know, at 666. That's a little scary. Theta, I love me some Theta, to be quite honest. I could do without it though. It's kind of a pain in the butt for an American. Trying to clean this up, right? You get into crypto, all these people talk about all these different coins and all these, you know, all the cool different things they can do, and you find yourself over trading, buying into, and you know, the smart investor will just eventually get to a point, and that's where I've got now, where I just kind of chill out. I kind of chill out and I try and take it as slow as possible, really think about it. There's certain things I'm not looking to change at all. Bitcoin, I could see myself selling, because I have roughly 1.8 Bitcoin. I could see myself selling like all the way down and still holding one coin. I just want to be a whole coiner, right? And I do think Bitcoin will remain one of the safest plays on the board. Will be a flight to safety. It will be the gold of the future. And it's always going to be there to go in and out. And I do think this Bitcoin will go to 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, a million plus, right? I don't know when. I have no idea when. Everyone's talking about, everything's always a 10x. No matter what price things are, everything's still a 10x plus. When I was in Cardano at 50 cents, oh, Cardano's got a 10x in it. Oh, Cardano at $1. Oh, Cardano's got a 10x still left in it. Oh, Cardano's, there's still, dude, eventually there's no, you know, a 10x, further and further and further and out, sure, maybe, right? So, I'm really trying to be picky and choosy and throw small amounts. Right now, like I said, I'm focusing heavily on Cardano and Polkadot ecosystem and HarmonyOne. But the Polkadot and Cardano mostly, I think, are like I said, they're going to be blue chip status. They have amazing, their ecosystems blue chip. These are dedicated teams that are learning Polkadot just like Cardano. Polkadot is a very, 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 how many varies can I spew out? Complicated underlying technology. There's no smart contracts involved on Polkadot. It's parachains, very, very complex. There are smart contract ecosystems coming to Polkadot so that it'll be compatible. But these are dedicated teams that believe in the technology, unlike a lot of these other things where even like HarmonyOne, right? It's EVM compatible. So there's less risk. There's risk, reward, and trade-offs. But my point is, these are people that are buying into these or buying into the ecosystem. There's a lot of clones, I think, of Cosmos, right? So I don't know much about the Cosmos ecosystem. I don't know much about the Avalanche ecosystem and its underlying technology. I'm not saying these aren't great ecosystems and technologies. I just think I'm betting again. I also like betting on the people. So I don't know anything about who created Cosmos. I don't know. I think Algorand's the one with the MIT engineer, right? That doesn't necessarily make it mean it's going to be successful. There's still the adoption. So we'll have to see. I do think Gavin Wood and Charles Hoskinson play a lot of weight. I do think they're some of the smartest, hands down, some of the smartest people in cryptocurrency. So I'm also betting on the person. So yeah, we're going to be focusing more on probably the Cardano ecosystem going forward. Harmony, we were going to talk about HarmonyOne. Let's talk about HarmonyOne. All right, so HarmonyOne yesterday, we were talking about holding that all-time high, holding the Fibonacci. I thought, and we did it, but it only lasted. The next day we came back down, and this is somewhat being affected by what's happening to the altcoin market overall. But we got to get back above the previous all-time high and hold it. Until that, it's pretty much an accumulation. As this comes down, I'm looking and I'm interested in buying it. I do have a bunch of UST that I bridged over from Terra Luna. That if this dips enough, I'll probably buy some more HarmonyOne. So we'll have to see how that goes. Like if this were to come down to this Fibonacci and then look like it could bounce back, I might YOLO into some more. I might YOLO into some more just because I love HarmonyOne. But we got to get above this all-time high. We pushed against it, failed, came back up, triple, held there for a couple days, pushed back. We pushed above it. This is the first real time we pushed above it. We retraced, looked like we were going to hold it, and then we failed again. I don't necessarily think this is HarmonyOne's fault just as much as what's going on in the altcoin market. Cardano was looking pretty weak. It's starting to make a little bounce back. This is just accumulation right now. HarmonyOne's going to find itself accumulation, huge accumulation period right here. Huge accumulation. Polkadot, it had a nice little blow off from its $10. Huge accumulation period right now. And what is happening is the Bitcoin dominance is starting to gain ground. It's going to happen for a while. It's looking like this could continue to happen until it gets up to around 50% again. And then maybe we have another altcoin season. I don't know if Bitcoin's going to run, how much Bitcoin will run because of this, or everyone expects this and the market decides differently, right? So now that's why a lot of people are saying, sell your altcoins, buy Bitcoin, and then when Bitcoin gets up here, sell your Bitcoin, buy altcoins. For me, I'm happy with just holding and letting my overall profit and loss just keep going up, slow and steady, not worrying about paying a bunch of taxes, right? Because you're just constantly racking up a tax bill as you go in and out of Bitcoin. Now, there are people, and there is, you got to keep it all in mind though, right? It does, if you're really good at it, go for it, man, because you can make more money that way for sure, but it's hard. For me, May, right before the May crash, and I've taken some coins out, right? So I'm still doing pretty good. At May, right before like May 14th, before Lana clips and all that, this portfolio was at 692,000 peak. It was only there for like maybe an hour, right? So this portfolio in May was at a 692,000 peak. Now, Bitcoin is pushing close to all-time highs, not at all-time highs. This portfolio has actually recently seen a high of like 700 and I don't know, 40 or 50. But I'm okay with that, dude. Like, I'm okay with the nice, slow, steady. As the crashes come, it gets easier and easier over time. And that's another thing with like trying to swap in and out of Bitcoin and altcoins. Most people, right? It's too hard to time the tops. It's too hard to buy in the lows. You're constantly Like, is that the lifestyle you want to lead? You're constantly looking at the charts, second guessing yourself, stressing yourself out. It's much, much easier just to chill, have a good portfolio, be in a lot of solid stuff, and let it work itself out over time. Bitcoin pumps, Bitcoin cools off. Altcoin pumps, altcoin. Overall, over time, your portfolio goes up. We're now nearing that time of year where we're expecting another huge explosion. I'm expecting, and I could be wrong, right? That's why I watch Crypto Savvy. Maybe Crypto Savvy's right. I'm now at a point where if Crypto Savvy's right, I'm not going to enjoy Crypto Savvy being right and my portfolio possibly going back down to 200, or if this went down to like 200,000, like overall, like it just crashed, the bottom fell out, and this number becomes 200,000. Well, the silver lining will be this is money that I don't. It's all monopoly money. I'm not spending it whether it's 200,000 or $1 million right now, right? I'm just going to continue to accumulate via staking in Cardano, staking in Polkadot, staking in HarmonyOne, passive income, and just my Cardano bag is going to go up. And I haven't even added recent Cardano staking and accumulation and Polkadot staking and accumulation, so that I can add more coins to this. If this were to go down to 200,000, if it were really to crash and this will go down to 100,000, like, I don't even know, it's possible, but for this portfolio to go down to 100,000, I would probably be negative 150,000, but I would also be 100% sure that it's going to recover, right? That's why Diamond Nuts, I have and it can all go to zero. I don't think that's possible. If it does, and then I deal with that at the time. It wouldn't be the first time I lost all my money, but I've never been so sure of something as I have of cryptocurrency and even like NFTs. So if this were to go to 200,000 or 100,000, then it's just going to be like, okay, I continue to buy, whatever's left over my paycheck. I'm buying more Cardano. I'm buying more Ethereum. I'm buying more, even if it's just 100 or 500 or 50 or $100 a month. I'm going to do what I can, and it will all recover, right? We've seen this happen already. Excuse me. My portfolio again in May, 690,000. Elon eclipse, it went all the way down below 300,000, just like that in like a 36-hour period. Dude, that sucked. It sucked, but that you have to be prepared, and that's why I asked that guy in the NFT space, what is your plan if your life savings crashes, your 90,000 crashes down to 10,000? Do you have the faith and conviction that that will recover? Are you in blue chip NFTs? Or are you in a bunch of garbage that's never going to recover? The NFT space is going to be that. It's the ICOs of 2017. Most of that is going to zero. And unless you're in blue chips, and maybe he is, unless you're in a blue chip like CryptoPunk or Bored Ape Yacht Club, you're probably SOL. I don't know what else beyond that. There'll be a few select ones. But with cryptocurrency, I am in the blue chips. I'm already in the ones that have tested, especially Ethereum and Cardano. They've already, they've been around for a while. There's no doubt, very unlikely that these are going to go to zero. And that's why I also have a bit of diversity. Ethereum, as blue chip as it gets, but if they fumble Ethereum 2.0 really bad, I mean, I don't think the bridge is going to be over for them. They'll eventually recover. My point is if this crashes, I've already done it once, down to under 300,000. I'm like, that's fine. We're going to get this back up. I'm going to see a lot more waves like that, and it's going to get easier over time. Maybe this goes up to 1 million, then crashes back down to 400,000, right? Maybe this goes up to 2 million and then crashes back down to like 1.2. I don't know. What I do know is I have faith within 5 years that this could be a 3 million, 4 million. I continue to buy during that. If there are crashes, that's when you really want to have more money to try and buy more. You start getting, I've got good bags in Ethereum, Polkadot, and Cardano. Now I'm trying to build up good bags in what I think is going to be explosive growth like Cody, right? Again, I think Cody is going to be a PayPal of cryptocurrency. So I want to buy more Cody. I want to find more projects like that, especially on Polkadot and Cardano that are going to be these apps, these global apps. Eventually, I do want to invest in some gaming plays and things like that. But these are like investing in NFTs, or most NFTs are like investing in penny stocks and pink sheet stocks. And that's going to be the same thing with a lot of these ecosystem plays. Some are going to be successful, some are not. I tend to believe a lot of the Cardano ones, if you pick a lot of the good Cardano Polkadot ones, you're going to do just good. All right, I don't know. Oh, 7:35. Man, I've been waxing on too long. I got to get to work here pretty quick. I've really enjoyed this. As always, I really enjoy hanging out and talking with you guys, giving you what I think is not financial advice, but solid advice in general, just on how to mentally prepare yourself if we're right, if we're wrong. For me, I'm not trying to hype you up. I can get a lot more clicks and a lot more numbers by just saying NFTs are going to the moon. We're all going to make it. You can make millions. There's easy money out there. NFTs is some of the hardest money to make out there right now. You got to grind. It's not passing. I can go on and on and on about how Ethereum's going to 2 million and really hype it up, right? It's like, what was that? Oh man, I love that movie. Something about Mary, the dude, he get, the psychopath, what was it, 8-second abs, a little bit better than, or 7.5-second abs, a little bit better than 7. You guys probably don't, most of you probably don't remember that craze back in the day. Everyone's talking about, I got to up it, right? What's everyone saying? Oh, Raoul Paul saying 40,000. Well, I'm going to say 50,000, right? Get a few clicks. I'm not going to try and hype you up, right? I want you prepared for both. What is your plan? If you're sitting there thinking about all the Lamborghinis and Rolex watches and houses you're going to buy, you're probably going to struggle, right? If you're sitting there, planning about how you can accumulate more and be fiscally responsible and protect your wealth once you have it, I think you have a much better chance. If you're sitting there in euphoria thinking there's no way that this can crash, you're probably not. You're probably in the NGMI crowd. If you're prepared for that crash, and can you really be prepared? Because you really don't know. You really don't know until it happens. I really didn't know until it happened. I am proud of myself that I didn't panic sell. And it wasn't easy, right? And it'll happen again, and it won't be easy again. But if you wake up every day, wake up, look yourself in the mirror and say, is this the day Crypto Savvy is right? Am I okay? Can I withstand that? Can I power on? Is my conviction, is my thesis all the same? Am I good? Do I need that money if it crashes? Do I got too much in? Am I losing sleep? Right? Just mentally prepare yourself for every day. Continue to put the bulk of your portfolio into what you believe are long-term blue chip assets. For me, for the 37th time in this video, that is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, and the more risky, but I love and I think most undervalued asset on the planet, HarmonyOne. All right, I love you all. I'm going to wrap this up. I will be back tomorrow, and peace.